Okay, so the next section here is frequently asked questions about COVID add-ons and third-party insurance. Sounds exciting, doesn't it, Pam?
Oh, yes.
Okay, I already have a travel insurance policy. Can I purchase coverage just for COVID?
Absolutely. So we do have policies that are strictly COVID protection, so that if that's all you need, you don't have to purchase a policy that covers everything. You can just buy just the COVID coverage.
Perfect.
Does credit card travel insurance provide coverage for COVID?
Yeah, you know what? Every policy is different. And I don't know, I kind of feel like credit card companies haven't stepped forward and offered COVID coverage, but you'd have to read their policy to find out for sure what they offer. Have you heard of any credit card companies, Pam?
No, I have heard some credit card companies will offer coverage for other medical costs if you travel, but not the COVID.
Not the
So
COVID, yeah. Okay, does the WestJet coverage cover other health emergencies or just COVID? So I think that what they're talking about here is that coverage that WestJet is offering people when they fly on their planes.
yeah, my understanding is that that policy is for COVID related costs only. It doesn't cover any other health situation, just COVID,
Mhm.
and it's a limited amount.
Right. So I think the maximum is 200,000 and the maximum number of days is 21, correct?
That's right. That's
Mhm.
right. Can I use WestJet's 21-day coverage, then start my new MediQuote coverage?
Well, I'm glad you decided to get MediQuote coverage. Whoever wrote this question.
Absolutely.
But yeah, the way that, so we've read the policy, the WestJet policy, and the way it's written, basically, if your trip is 21 days or less, I believe, you have coverage for COVID. If it's more than 21 days, you don't have any coverage for COVID. So you would have to start from scratch. So if you are, um, planning to travel for longer than 21 days, then you have to use your MediQuote coverage for the entire trip.
Exactly.
Okay, can I top up my $200,000 of coverage through WestJet to get additional coverage? So I guess if their trip is 21 days or less and they have the $200,000 of coverage, but they just don't feel like that's enough.
Then, yeah, absolutely. You could buy a second policy, and both policies would work together to cover your medical situation. So you can buy additional coverage. Does my annual plan purchased before the pandemic include coverage for COVID, or do we need to purchase an add-on?
Yeah. So you know what? If you purchased an annual plan prior to the travel advisory, that was like back in the days when they never dreamed that the government would actually issue a travel advisory for the whole world. So, chances are, I'm going to say 99.9% of policies that were purchased before COVID are not going to, first of all, they're not going to give you coverage for COVID, but during the travel advisory. And if you're departing after the travel advisory was called, then you're not going to have coverage for anything. So, yeah, you're going to have to do something likely. So whether it's purchase an add-on if that's available or whatever the case might be, but yes, you'll have to do something.
Absolutely.
Okay, I have an annual plan that was of no use to me because of COVID. Right, people can't travel. Can I get a refund or will I get a credit for next year?
Well, once an annual plan has become effective, insurance companies do not issue a refund on that policy. So, unfortunately, no. I know some insurance companies were offering a bit of an extension, hoping that borders would open up, but that hasn't happened. So, unfortunately, for those policies that you weren't able to use, there is no refund available. Insurance companies just aren't making that allowance.
And I would add to that, not yet. Because what we
Not
also
yet.
have seen is that once one company does something, they all kind of do something. So we just kind of have to wait it out and see if one insurance company will make a move. and offers some kind of credit or some kind of coverage or some kind of extension or something to insureds. And now I'm totally like, I don't have a crystal ball, so I can't see into the future, but my guess is that there will at some point be one company that says, you know what, we need to do something, and then they'll do something, and then other companies will start to follow suit. But I could be wrong. Never know.
It would be nice.
It would be nice though. It would be nice.